one come all to the Yahtzee world here. We're back. It's episode 30 of Yahtzee Beat the Runtime. We've got a special one today. It's another fan submission. We had some fun with the three albums suggested by Me Versus Me Yahtzee. Check out that channel. I highly recommend it if you love Yahtzee content. You will find far superior Yahtzee gameplay on that channel. But we try our best here. And it was suggested by another person in the comments that, hey, you should do all the Kidz Bop albums. So I kind of laughed this off at first. And then I looked into it and I was like, wow, there's a lot of Kidz Bop albums. This would actually take a while to do. But it's interesting because it does give us a goal. And I feel like in some ways these albums are pretty well suited to this. So I think what we're going to try until we get tired of it, or we get through them all, whichever comes first, we're going to kind of sprinkle these into the regular rotation. We'll still do our normal albums, but we'll throw in some Kidz Bop ones, of course, in chronological order. So today we're going to start with the Kidz Bop album that started it all. That's Kidz Bop 1. At the time, it was just known as Kidz Bop. But let's take a look at it. So, again, we have another marathon episode just because there's 18 songs, so we'll do 18 games. But if you look at them, first of all, the titles are going to look familiar because, yeah, they're covers of well-known songs from this 2001 era. And also you notice that the songs are beatable. We have reasonable goals to get to. And I think if we kind of treat this as a subset of the Beat the Runtime series and keep track of these on their own merit, it could be an interesting little experiment. So let's get started with All-Star. Shout out to the, what the hell was his name? I should know. Is it Steve something? The guy from Smash Mouth that passed away not too long ago. Anyway, shout out to him. May he rest in peace. A song that probably annoyingly defined a generation. We've seen multiple covers of it over the years. It's kind of a fun song to make covers of on YouTube, actually. All-Star. But yeah, Smash Mouth. Okay. So we're looking at 197 here. That's a pretty routine first track, but I'd like to get a large straight here, and that is not happening. We are not going to be able to rely on that. Okay, we'll get it next turn. That works. Let's see if I can get a 3 of a kind here. 4 of a kind? Okay, that's definitely big. What about our 6s? Okay, 6s. We still have an outside shot at the bonus. Wouldn't count on it. We need 197 here. What are we doing? What are we doing here to get this? I say we zero out Yahtzee and we go for everything else. Like here, we'll take the full house. Okay, so now you see we're going. We only need 16 points. So if I get a good 3 of a kind here, 200. Okay, peak gameplay, John Wyatt, Edgar style here on Yahtzee Beat the Runtime. 210. No Yahtzees. We escaped. We escaped All-Star, and we move on to Oops, I Did It Again. Which, at the time I'm recording this is obviously a Britney Spears track. She's in some trouble, right? Maybe not so much. It's probably like about a week or so later after her DUI thing when this airs. But I don't know. I feel like that you're still in trouble at that point. Like you shouldn't be drinking and driving. Call me crazy. That's a hot take I have. Anyway, that's kind of a stupid chance. I don't want to take that, so I'll just take the 2s. Let's see if we get a Yahtzee here. No dice, literally. Another opportunity presents itself. We squander that greatly. We already have our full house, so we'll go 5s here. Obviously, you know, our goal here is pretty straightforward. We want to beat as many songs as possible, get as many Yahtzees as possible, and beat the album runtime as a whole, which I think is, all of these goals are attainable. I will say that. We'll take that there for our bonus. That puts us up to 166. We do still need some stuff. Large straight 4 of a kind. Those are not going to be easy to get. We have a chance at a 4 of a kind. Okay, we got the 4 of a kind. That's massive. Honestly, should I go for a chance here? Because I feel like I should go for this one. For a 2? No, this will be 19. That'll get us there. Because, I mean, we're not having very good games right now. And we need to take every point we can get to keep the perfect streak alive. We have not got a Yahtzee yet. But that could happen in Bye Bye Bye. Of course, I believe that is the NSYNC classic. It's going to be interesting if I know who all these songs are by originally. Chances are I do not. Really bad luck here on these first few throws. I could take Full House, but I mean, there's so many 5s. Should have taken Full House probably. Let's go for a straight play. Could have went with the 5s there too, but it's making me a little bit nervous. There's a Full House. We need 200 on this one, so let's see if we can get some 6s going. Nothing I really like there. There's our large straight. That's very helpful. Hoping to get a couple more 6s there. Cutting it very, very close. There's 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind. Ooh, almost. Almost, John. Almost. And we've probably set ourselves up for failure here. Oh, saved by the 4s, baby. Saved by the 4s. 228. Still not a Yahtzee in sight. Some rather pedestrian scores. What's going on here? These font sizes look slightly different, but I guess they're not. Okay. All right. All the small things. This is Blink 182. That's covered by Kidz Bop on this Kidz Bop album. Seen Blink 182 live a couple of times. The wife and I were just saying how expensive it would be to see them in the modern era. That's why you got to stick to festivals, baby. Concerts ain't getting any cheaper. I think I'll do 5s. There's a Full House. We'll take that. I think for this, at least the first half of this record, we're going to... Oh! By the way, did no one point out that I accidentally had this filled out already? We only have one Yahtzee. I forgot to remove it from last time, and that's on me, and I'm sorry. Note to self, don't do that anymore, right? Yeah, I think the first half of this album, I'm going to be playing it kind of safe, going for points that are, guaranteed or close to being guaranteed. I'm going to go for 4s here. Call me crazy. I just have a hunch. The hunch did not pay off, but we've beaten the track, and that's really all we care about right now. If I could get some more Yahtzees, that would be ideal as well, because we need a good bit of them. We're already on, track, whatever this is, 4. There's some 3s. There's our bonus. We have a chance at another Yahtzee here. A very good chance. Oh, yeah. Just like the Kool-Aid Man. That puts us up to 396. And there we go. 396 with 2 Yahtzees. 2 Yahtzees. That's what we have right now, okay? 2 Yahtzees. And now we move on to What a Girl Wants. I'm gonna take a stab here. I think this is a Christina Aguilera song. We'll look these up afterwards, or we'll see how many of these I got right, because I don't have the artist in front of me, just the track names. And I haven't really done any more additional research than that, but I just know this was a 2001 record. So going off of song titles, what I remember being big at the time, that feels like the play. Some 5s. 4 of a kind 4s. Okay, we need 1s, 2s, and 3s. We also need to start working on our straights. Got a couple threes in hand. There's a small straight that will take that. And an opportunity at a big boy, which we will take. That all but guarantees we will beat this song, right? I'll go for 2 since we need them. I do want to get that bonus. That's going to be very important, I think, for us. Bonus in hand, song beaten. Now we can focus on everything else. Maybe like a nice Yahtzee. Get a better chance than that, right? To go for 122. There we go. 263 points. We'll see if the Yahtzee, what's coming at the end. It does not. Okay, I want it that way. It's going to be, that's going to be Backstreet Boys, right? I think so. Obviously, a heated rivalry with NSYNC here during that era. And, you know, I will give Backstreet Boys credit. I was always on the Backstreet Boys side of that, you know, line in the sand. And I think those of us who were proven right. Obviously, when you look at the two, Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, the biggest success story coming out of either one of them is Justin Timberlake from NSYNC. But NSYNC did not really do anything else except for that kind of one-off reunion a couple years ago for some movie soundtrack, right? They didn't really do a whole lot because Justin Timberlake was like, "Hey, I don't need you guys," and good for him. But he's another one who got like a DUI, right? But here's the thing: Backstreet Boys still putting out music, still touring, right? You know, the sum is greater than the individual parts, I think, with Backstreet Boys. I don't think I could name you a single Backstreet Boys member. I probably could if I tried real hard, but I'm too focused on Yahtzee right now. That's why we're here. We did beat this song, and I did want it that way. Let's go for a Yahtzee here, or a 4 of a kind. We'll close out Yahtzee for there. We've got 2 Yahtzees, so we're kind of okay there. There's 25 at least on a 4 of a kind. Nice. Perfect score card so far. This has been this is one of our top 10 highest scores without a Yahtzee, so put that in the old record book there. 267. That's our 9th highest non-Yahtzee score all time. 30 episodes into the Beat the Runtime series, which will go on forever as far as I'm concerned, and certainly for a long time because we have many Kidz Bop's albums ahead of us. Okay, Bailamos. This feels like an Enrique Iglesias song, but you know, almost did a no there. Admittedly, though, this is the song I feel the least confident about. Go for a small straight. You. And now, there's another full house, but we don't need it. We do need ones. Kind of got hoser on ones. It wants me to take them again. Go for the Yahtzee. We'll take a 4 of a kind because we know those are hard to get. We'll say I'm not feeling great about this particular track from a Yahtzee perspective. We are kind of right on the edge of getting the points that we need. We need 3 4s, and I've seen very few of them come across. There's 2 of them. That's not going to be enough for us. So I think there they are. We're definitely going to take these ones. Yeah, that got us. And let's see, just for fun, can we go for a Yahtzee? 2s feel like they haven't been played too much, so let's go for those. All right. My love is your love. What the hell is that? My love is your love. Who the hell is that? I don't know who this is. I don't know who this is at all. It's also like this is like one of the 2 longest tracks on the record, so I'm sure if I heard it, I would know what this is. We got to focus here. We can't worry about who the author of this track is. We need to get quite a bit of points. And that means we're going to have to play a good card with hopefully no bad luck. Four. So far looking okay. A Yahtzee would be key. Definitely give us a lot of breathing room. Now I could have went for a large straight there, but focusing on, come on, give me that one. Oh. Really going for this Yahtzee hard, and it's not coming, and I think that's going to be tricky, because now we have to get a straight, essentially. 257, even with the bonus. We have to keep Yahtzee open, I think. We keep Yahtzee open and we just go for Yahtzees. Yeah. The pursuit of perfection, unfortunately, has ended on the song that I don't know who it's by, appropriately. And as we move on to what I believe is Shania Twain's That Don't Impress Me Much, yeah, you should not be impressed with that score, because that was not good at all. Let's see if we can close out the first half of the album with a bang here. Nice large straight. I will say, at least this isn't as many tracks as the WCW album. I think that was really starting to mess with me once we got into like track 20, track 21. And I don't feel like it was the best representation of our skill level over here, to be honest. It's a marathon, not a sprint, when you got a compilation album such as that. This, truthfully, is not that much easier from a perspective of here's how many minutes you're going to be doing this for consecutively, but it is an improvement. There's 244. Yahtzees are a little scant here. Five of a kinds are an endangered species right now. We're halfway through. We're slightly over the album runtime goal already. On pace to beat that handily. We should be in the high 90s from a rating standpoint, as long as we don't do too much crazy stuff. We move on to the second half of the album, and we're going to start with a straight up banger, Livin' La Vida Loca. That's Ricky Martin. Okay, I know that one. Still kind of hung up on track 8, and perhaps if we had studied up, our fate on that song would have been far, far different. Running into some trouble here. Bonus ain't looking too fun. I think we do need to start hopefully getting some Yahtzees in here to get our bonus stretch goal happening. No bonus this time. Or I'm sorry, no Yahtzee this time. We got the bonus. We beat the song. Wow, that last 6 helped us a lot. Believe is track 11, and Believe is a very nondescript title. Could mean any number of tracks. But I believe, no pun intended, based on the timing, it's got to be Cher, right? That was her monster, like, comeback hit. It's kind of wild how she just had that hit, like, out of nowhere. Like, she was like a cultural icon, but it's not like she had any big songs, really, even in the 90s. There's a Yahtzee for us. At least not that I remember. But, oh, back-to-back Yahtzees, baby. Let's take the Joker large straight. Absolutely incredible. I'll take the full house. No need to be greedy here. I don't know why I just gave up a 6. Clicking too fast. That's the curse of playing like 15, 16, 18 games in a row. Sometimes these colors do blur together a little bit. Thing there. I guess I'll go chance. 6s. Oh, come on. Ho, 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 ho. Triple Yahtzee game. This is only our 3rd ever. I mean, we got to go for it, right? Oh, here come the 4s. Here come the 4s. Oh, almost had a 500-point game there. 478. How does that rack up? That's our 2nd highest score of all time. Second only to a 489.1 we put up earlier in the series. But I think that was believed by Cher. Thank you, Cher. Steal My Sunshine is by Len. I don't know why I remember that, because they did nothing else of note. Pretty sure that this track sampled an otherwise well-known song as well. Though I couldn't tell you what that is. There's a large straight. Full house. Just trying to be reasonable here. We don't want to get too crazy. Okay, we're good on straights. 3s and 5s. I guess I'll go for a 3 of a kind or 4 of a kind. Very nice. Kind of a waste. We need 205. I feel like we kind of have to go for a Yahtzee there. We just need a 3. 1 3 will do it. Are you kidding me? Wow. All we needed was 1 3. And in 3 rolls, we couldn't get it. Okay. This is blue. This is Eiffel 65, I believe. There's a Yahtzee to start us off. I don't hate that. And suddenly we're looking a lot more bullish on our Yahtzee frenzy goal of getting 8 Yahtzees today. 5s. I mean, we're definitely playing pretty well overall today, I will say. But the Kidz Bop album, at least this one, I haven't looked at the track list of the other ones, but I imagine they're going to be pretty conducive to what we're trying to accomplish here. So I think this was a great suggestion, and I'll have to look up who suggested it. I don't have their username off the top of my head, but thank you. If you're watching, we'll give you a shout out next time. A proper shout out. And, you know, this has turned out way better than I thought it would. All right, we have a couple straights that we have saved for last year. I think the statistical play would be to hold these ones. See what happens on the other end. I think I'm just going to go for a Yahtzee, though. Ooh, almost, huh? All right, we have Summer Girls. I think that's LFO. For some reason, is Kidz Bop like a Canadian thing? I see what I think are a lot of Canadian artists on here. Or was it Now That's What I Call Music? Was the Canadian one? Oh, look at all these sixes, bro, and fives. Ooh. It's looking like a pretty decent score, maybe. Another Yahtzee, come on. This is 257. Oh, we need one more, baby. We need one more, baby. There's our bonus. And plenty of runway here to go for these straights if we want. I'm going to be going for Yahtzees, though. You know me. We're already at 250. We probably should go for at least one, like the small straight, if we have a chance at it, just to beat the song. So I'll go 1, 2, 4 and hope for a 3. 3 screw me again. All right, so that's our second loss in 3 songs. I apologize. Much easier one coming up 1 week. That's Bare Naked Ladies. They're Canadian, right? They gotta be. I feel like they're Canadian. Joined in the room by several cats who are looking out the window and otherwise being pretty calm. It's not quite feeding time. There's our final Yahtzee. Well, hopefully not our final one. I should specify. We want to see more. But we've met our quota for Yahtzees today. Oh! Had a couple multiple Yahtzee games today. Wow, it's really teasing me if he's ones. It really wants me to go for like an insanely high score. I'm going to go for the straight. Large straight comes in. Clutch. Oh my god. Come on. Oh. That would have been nice. Still, it's like, you want to do it. 3s, 4s. Okay. We got a 0 out straight, unfortunately. We'll go for 3s. I'm going to try to go for 4s here. Of course, we get screwed again. 327, 2 Yahtzees. Very nice. Angel of Mine. I don't know who this is. Don't know who this is. We'll look it up here. Don't worry. Don't look it up ahead of me. Please stay until the end. Hold your applause. Take the full house. Really, now that we've gotten all of our Yahtzees that we need, we can focus on just beating these scores. Which, I mean, this one's going to be kind of tough. All these are not... None of these remaining ones are going to be easy, necessarily. But this is going to be the hardest of them. We're already at a 90 rating. I'm just going to 0 out Yahtzee because we don't really need it. We're not beating this track. $180 looks like our final score for that. This has to be Sugar Ray Fly. Because I'm pretty sure that album came out in like 98 or 99. And this was still a pretty big song at the time. We're just going to take what it gives to us here. Not going to push it too much. That's nice. Thought it was going to be another one. Nice handful of 5s. You'd love to see that. Probably go for a straight here. We don't get it. Wow. Okay. Now we'll go for... Oh, we got the large boy. Okay, let's go for the small boy, too. 2 or 6. We had another large boy. Over a 3 of a kind. We'll switch to 5s. Nothing to see there. 3 of a kind 4s. Nothing to see there. And now we just need 6s. At least we got the 6s. I don't know if that's enough. 2, 2, 6 is not enough. The hell did kiss me? 6 none the richer. Is that it? That's my guess. We're gonna look all this up here. I just want to kind of get through this so we can do that because now I'm super curious. Full house. Lot of 6s on this final track. Large straight coming at us. Another large straight. Can't do anything with it. We'll take a chance there. 3s and 1s. I guess I'll go 6. I don't really need either of these. 3 of a kind. Okay. There's some 4s. We need those. Ooh, 4 4s. Okay. We need a 5. We got a 5. We got another 5. We got a third 5. See if we can get a 4 of a kind at least. Not there. Let's give it one more chance. Can the 6 come through for a 4 of a kind? It cannot. 247. Our final rating, 91.67. Okay. So let's take a look here real quick. I'm just gonna... So, my love is your love. Whitney Houston. May she rest in peace. Okay, so that was 1998. That makes sense. What was the other one? Angel of Mine. Monica. I knew it was like a one-word thing. And then Kiss Me, I think I said was 6 none the richer. I was correct. I was a little unsure about that. So we got 13. We beat 13 of 18 songs. We kind of fell apart at the end there, but we got our Yahtzee quota. Overall, this was pretty fun. I think we'll do this again. So, more Kidz Bop incoming. Thank you for that suggestion out there in the comment section, and keep your suggestions coming because I would like to continue to integrate them into this series. We'll see you again with more Yahtzee Beat the Runtime action very soon.